It is March 26th. I am in China, and I have the DJI Avata 360 in my hands. For weeks, I have been telling you what this drone is, the specs, the features, the predictions, while sponsored creators stayed silent, and some of them tried to make sure you never heard any of it. Today, we find out how close we were. This is not my full review. I have had this drone for hours, not weeks. What this video is, first impressions, breakdown, and a complete specs tally. Every prediction I made, every number I decoded from leaked images, every detail I shared before anyone with an NDA was allowed to, we are going to go through all of it and see what held up. And I want to say one more thing before we start. A lot of creators are posting full reviews of this drone today. Some of them have had it since December. Some of them are kind enough to include the includes paid promotion badge on their videos. Look for that when you watch their content. I am not saying do not watch them. I am saying know what you are watching and why, because context matters. This channel has no badge, no sponsorship, just the drone I picked up today and everything I actually think about it. Let us go through it together. Let me go through every major prediction I made and call it honestly. 8K 60 frames per second, confirmed. I called this from the RC2 leak image and from the anti-gravity A1 comparison. 8K is not a flex on a 360 drone. It is a requirement for reframing. Official spec, 8K 60 frames per second, HDR in 360 mode. Each lens captures 4K 60 frames per second, stitched together for 8K, exactly as predicted. 1-inch sensor, partially right. I said approximately 1 inch. Official spec is dual 1/1.1 inch CMOS sensors, equivalent to 1-inch imaging. DJI calls it 1-inch flagship imaging, close enough that I will take that one. Omnidirectional obstacle avoidance, confirmed. Called it from the RC2 interface layout weeks before launch, confirmed. And there's a detail worth highlighting, Nightscape omnidirectional obstacle avoidance. This works in low light conditions. That is something I mentioned as a gap in the anti-gravity A1. DJI has it here. LiDAR sensor confirmed. Forward-facing LiDAR confirmed on the official spec page, exactly as predicted. 10-bit D-log-M confirmed. I said log profile would be there. It is. D-log-M specifically. For creators who grade footage professionally, this is significant. The anti-gravity A1 does not have this. Single lens mode confirmed. Flip between 360 capture and standard cinematic single lens mode confirmed. 4K 60 frames per second in single lens mode. Replaceable lenses confirmed. $21 per lens kit. Confirmed from early leaks and now officially on the DJI store. Approximately 18 minutes real-world flight time, we will see. DJI advertises 23 minutes. From my RC2 battery math, I predicted approximately 18 minutes real-world. The creator who has had this since December and has flown it extensively says, expect 13 to 15 minutes in active flight. That is actually lower than my prediction. My 18-minute calculation was from a hover scenario in the RC2 leak. Active FPV flying pulls harder. The real number is somewhere between 13 and 18 minutes depending on how you fly. My full battery test is coming. O4 plus transmission, confirmed. I said the transmission would be on newer hardware than the Avata 2. Official spec is O4 plus, 20 kilometers range, 1080p 60 frames per second transmission. Confirmed. Active track and intelligent modes, confirmed. Active track 360 specifically, a new version of DJI's tracking that works across the full 360 sphere. The drone maintains steady distance and altitude in standard mode, and a new cycling mode reacts faster to turns for sports tracking. That is beyond what I predicted. Good surprise. 42 gigabytes internal storage, confirmed. I predicted 128 to 256 gigabytes based on file size indicators in the RC2 leak. The actual number is 42 gigabytes. That was wrong. 42 gigabytes records approximately 30 minutes of 8K 360 video. DJI says use a micro SD for longer sessions, which is fair, but I was expecting significantly more internal storage. And that prediction missed. Weight, it confirmed heavier than expected. Official weight is 455 grams. On a home scale, it measures closer to 461 to 462 grams. I had estimated in the 375 gram range based on visual size comparisons. I was wrong. 455 grams is significantly heavier than 375. This is over 250 grams by a wide margin and affects the regulatory situation more meaningfully than I had framed. No full manual acro mode confirmed. I said manual mode works. Technically, there is an easy acro mode, pre-programmed flips and rolls via RC Motion 3, but full acro with the FPV Remote Controller 3 is not supported at launch. No unlimiter. This is a limitation for pure acro pilots that I should have been clear about earlier. A few things that were not in my predictions that are worth calling out. Spotlight free mode. This is genuinely clever. Spotlight free locks onto a moving subject and assists with camera movement in post. You fly freely. The system figures out how to keep the subject framed in the output. DJI says it replicates sophisticated camera moves that previously required a professional pilot. This goes beyond standard tracking, and I had not predicted this specifically. FPV gimbal mode. A rolling effect that can be applied to spotlight free, active track 360, and manual flights, giving footage a natural FPV tilt that creates a sense of speed and dynamism. You can even apply or switch to this mode in post-production. That is a post-processing flexibility that does not exist on any comparable drone. Wi-Fi 6 transfer. Wake the Avata 360 and download footage directly to your phone without taking the drone out. Transfer 1 gigabyte in 10 seconds at up to 100 megabytes per second. That is a practical workflow upgrade that will matter more on a shooting day than any spec sheet number. Dual channel color video transmission. Both channels support 1080p 60 frames per second. The Vision Assist view is full HD and full color. When you are flying with goggles, you are seeing your surroundings in genuine high-resolution color, not a degraded video assist feed. That changes the goggles flying experience meaningfully. Let me give you the clean official picture now that we have the real numbers. Weight, 455 grams. Sensor, dual 1/1.1-inch CMOS, 1-inch equivalent imaging area, 2.4 micrometer pixels. Video, 8K 60 frames per second, HDR in 360 mode. 4K 60 frames per second in single lens mode. Photo, 120 megapixel 360 degree photos. Color, 10-bit D-Log-M. Aperture, f1.9 on both lenses. Flight time, 23 minutes rated. Expect 13 to 18 minutes real world, depending on flying style. Transmission, O4 Plus, up to 20 kilometers, 1080p 60 frames per second. Storage, 42 gigabytes internal plus micro SD. Obstacle avoidance, omnidirectional Nightscape sensing in 360 mode. Forward LiDAR. Infrared landing sensors. Compatible controllers, RC2, RC Motion 3, Goggles N3, Goggles 3. Intelligent modes, active track 360, spotlight free, point of interest, quick shots, easy acro, transfer, Wi-Fi 6, 1 gigabyte in 10 seconds. Price, $479 drone only. $719 with RC2. $979 Fly More Motion combo. Now let me tell you what I actually think holding this thing. The weight is immediately noticeable. 455 grams is not light. As compared to the Avata 2, which I weigh regularly, this is meaningfully heavier. You feel it in hand, you will feel it in flight performance compared to lighter drones. The build quality is excellent. This feels like a flagship DJI product, solid, confident, well finished. The integrated propeller guards are tighter and more premium feeling than I expected. The camera system at the front is compact given what it contains. 2 full fisheye lenses and the rotating mechanism in a relatively small bump. The rotating camera mechanism in person is satisfying. The lenses rotate cleanly to the landing position. When you take off, it rotates back to 360 capture position automatically. The landing pads at the bottom give you confidence that you are not putting the glass down on anything hard. The gimbal cover is genuinely the easiest DJI has ever made. clips on and off in seconds. No fiddling. The 42 GB internal storage concern is real when you see the file sizes in person. 8K 360 footage is large. You will want a fast micro SD card in this drone from day one. Do not skip that. The RC2 screen with the spherical 360 preview live, exactly what the leaked image showed. The grid lines, the reframing crosshair, all of it running exactly as predicted from that single image weeks ago. That moment felt good. I want to be direct about this because it is the concern I raised most strongly before launch. The official rating is 23 minutes. Active FPV flying in sport mode will likely land closer to 13 to 15 minutes based on what creators who have flown it extensively are reporting. Because my RC2 hover calculation of 18 minutes sits in the middle. Hover testing will likely confirm that range. Active flying will be lower. I predicted DJ I would advertise 25 to 28 minutes. They came in at 23, which is more conservative than I expected. Credit to DJI for that. But 13 to 15 minutes of real active FPV flight is still a meaningful limitation. My full battery test is coming, real numbers from real flights. And that video will be on this channel as soon as I have the data. I said this in the hook and I want to expand on it briefly. Full reviews of the Avata 360 are going up from creators who received this drone in December. That is 3 months of flying time. Their footage will be more polished than mine. Their knowledge of the drone will be deeper in some ways. Watch those videos, they are useful. But as you watch, look for the paid promotion badge. Some creators are including it honestly, others are not making it visible. DJI flew these creators out, gave them the drone for months, and the launch coverage you are seeing today is part of a coordinated release strategy. That does not make their footage wrong, but it means their incentives are not aligned with your buying decision in the same way mine are. I picked this drone up this morning. I am paying for it. I have no agreement with DJI about what I can or cannot say. The full honest review, battery numbers, real world obstacle avoidance testing, Avata 360 versus anti-gravity A, one side by side, the things that are disappointing alongside the things that are genuinely impressive, that is coming to this channel. With no filter. The DJI Avata 360 is genuinely impressive. It is also genuinely heavy, and the battery life in active flying is genuinely limited. Both of those things are true at the same time. The full review is coming. Subscribe and hit the bell, IC8, because that is the video that will tell you whether to buy this drone or not. And it is coming from someone who has no reason to tell you anything other than the truth. See you in the next one.